8 months later, and some meetings after, I am very, very disappointed and even embarrassed.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle.
Leaked communique between the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, and the Reggae Boys coach, Theodore Tappa Whitmore. Background and off-the-field concerns. I was extremely hopeful and pleased in April 2020 when I met with the JFF president in Clarendon. At that meeting, I was as honest and clear as possible in outlining the issues I thought were important in making our bid to win the 2021 Gold Cup and qualify for the 2022 World Cup highly possible. The president was very receptive and gave his commitment towards addressing the various points. I was further grateful when the president started to hold meetings aimed at addressing the items raised as well as other issues he would have identified. 8 months later, and some meetings after, I am very, very disappointed and even embarrassed. The fact is that the 2 games played in Saudi Arabia provided a real test for us to see the extent to which the matters being discussed in the meetings had progressed towards resolution. It is my view that we failed miserably. Whitmore requested the following that he felt would help in achieving the goals of winning the 2021 Gold Cup and qualifying for the 2022 World Cup. 1. Full-time staff who should be in place by January 2021. A fully contracted fitness coach who could be available to the program 24/7. This was apparently requested from 2019. 2. Additional staff to serve the team's needs. Have you ever noticed the size of some of these professional football teams' backroom staff? It can range anywhere between 16 and 23 people. For example, Chelsea's coach Frank Lampard has a backroom staff of 16, which include 4 assistant coaches, goalkeeper coach, head of international scouting, head of sports science and psychology, medical director, fitness coach, head physiotherapist, sports therapist, performance analyst, and assistant performance analyst. We know the resources at the JFF's disposal are nowhere close to that of the Chelsea Football Club, and that we are comparing club football staff complement to international football staff complement. However, there are similarities, and at the end of the day, professionalism cuts across both. In comparison, Whitmore was merely asking for another assistant coach, which he contends would allow for greater attention to be given to details and bring into focus the 3 areas of the pitch: defensive zone, midfield, and attacking zone. This would give the head coach the relevant information to oversee the fulsome preparation of the team. Whitmore pointed out that this request was made in 2019 and remains unfulfilled. A chef to travel with the team to prepare meals. Nutrition for many football teams is critical, and this, he points out, was evident in the Saudi Arabia trip. A video analyst, an extremely critical resource, especially at this level and based on our ambitions for success at major competitions. The evaluation of training and game tapes is a science that requires expertise and focus. This request was also made in 2019. A massage therapist. Getting regular massages are of utmost importance to professional athletes as it increases range of motion and flexibility by increasing blood flow to the muscle tissues and fascia. The increased blood circulation helps to relieve muscle tension, reduce soreness, and make for a faster recovery. An equipment manager. Whitmore stated that at this level, they have outgrown 1 equipment staff and that the existing state of affairs is inefficient due to the limited resource in this department. 3. Settle all contractual arrangements with players and staff by the end of 2020. This would ensure that for the March window, all players called would be those who have committed. More importantly, we need to know much earlier the composition of the contracted squad to determine areas that we are likely to fall short on talents. This falls perfectly in line with one of the JFF's 2021 New Year's resolutions, and we at DTM think that there is still time to make this right. 4. Better focus on flight arrangements to ensure players arrive on time and as comfortably as possible. Though the JFF has financial constraints, it is important that this area be significantly improved to ensure the players arrive to the destination in the best possible mental and physical condition to perform. The recovery time between arrival and kickoff is very limited and impacts preparation, selection, and performance. With COVID-19, it is important that more attention be placed in this area. We at Sports DTM think that once this is fully addressed, we will be able to avoid situations like what occurred with Ravel Morrison. 5. Finally, Whitmore listed 3 equipment technological resources that were needed: Instat, recovery equipment, and training equipment inclusive of cones, mats, and hurdles. Now, what is Tappa Whitmore talking about when he mentions Instat and recovery equipment? Instat is a sports performance analysis company providing professional tools for individual and team performance, evaluation, and scouting. Of note, the company has proficiency in fitness analysis, and its in-house panoramic filming technology has been tested at the highest level of FIFA. All those lovely stats of shots taken and shots on target, successful dribbles, passes completed, successful tackles, as well as saves made are recorded and analyzed to determine the strengths and weaknesses of the players, or even the entire team. JFF could look into purchasing a subscription or off-the-shelf Instat program. The paper-based methodology of recording this information would typically look like this. Of course, the information can be fed into a database or model to produce useful data and analysis. The electronic way may just be a software or model which replicates the paper way in regards to capturing the data with a program working in the background to generate meaningful analysis. Recovery equipment is any equipment that helps in a speedy recovery after muscle fatigue or a strenuous workout. Proper recovery can help prevent injuries, especially micro tears, which can be detrimental and negatively impact a player's performance. This equipment can be very helpful for the locally based players who wouldn't have access to these under normal circumstances. All in all, we at DTM believe that if Coach Whitmore's requests are met, one can expect a strong possibility that the team can achieve their goal of winning the Gold Cup and qualifying for Qatar.